Hello everyone, this is Safi and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to read an article that I wrote recently, and the title goes, "The Moment I Realized My Life Had Become Unrecognizable." I didn't expect my life to fall apart on a random Tuesday afternoon. Not after a crisis, not after a big loss, not even after one of those cinematic moments where everything changed dramatically. It happened in a quiet room in the middle of an ordinary day when nothing was wrong, but somehow nothing felt right either. I was holding my phone without remembering why. My mind felt blurry, my body heavy, my thoughts scattered in a way that no amount of rest ever seemed to fix. There wasn't sadness, anxiety, or frustration, just a strange emptiness, like someone had slowly turned down the volume on my life without me noticing. And for the first time in a very long time, a thought surfaced. When did I stop recognizing myself? I didn't have an answer to this, and that silence was its own kind of truth. We imagine breakdowns as loud and dramatic, but most of them are quite almost gentle. Psychologists call this process identity drift, a slow, subtle slipping away from the person you once were, caused not by one big event, but by dozens of small, unnoticeable ones. It happens when you choose convenience over intention, when you settle instead of questioning, when you silence your own discomfort because acknowledging it feels too heavy. Life doesn't usually collapse in a single moment. It dissolves in small, invisible ways. And we only feel it when the distance between who we are and who we once wanted to be becomes too wide to ignore. I realized standing there with my phone that numbness had become my default setting. I wasn't unhappy, just unconnected, not unmotivated, just unclear, not broken, just misaligned. The world around us moves too fast, and in trying to keep up, many of us stop noticing ourselves. We adapt, we normalize, we tell ourselves, "I am fine," even when a deeper part of us whispers, "No, you are not." And because this emotional erosion happens gradually, we don't fight it, we just keep drifting. Later that day, I caught my reflection in the mirror, not my face, the expression. It was the look of someone moving through life without truly inhabiting it, someone surviving instead of participating, someone who had quietly lowered their expectations of their own happiness, one tired day at a time. And something inside me softened, then cracked open. For the first time in years, didn't judge myself. I didn't criticize or push or demand improvement. I simply admitted a truth I had been running from. That was, I was living a life that didn't feel like mine anymore. Naming it didn't fix anything or everything, but it opened a door I didn't realize I had closed. People think change begins with motivation, but real change begins with clarity, often painful, always honest. In that small moment of noticing myself, I understood something important. I hadn't lost my life. I had just stopped staring it. And the moment you realize you have drifted is also the moment you can begin to return. I didn't overhaul my life overnight. Mind cafe readers know that kind of change rarely exists. Instead, I did something quieter. I stopped abandoning myself in small ways. I started being honest when something drained me. I began reducing the things that made me feel disconnected. I paid attention to when I felt alive, even for a second, and let those moments guide me. The turning point wasn't a transformation, it was a decision to stop pretending. And slowly, my life began to feel recognizable again. Sometimes the moments that save you looks unremarkable from the outside. It might be you staring at a wall or zoning out of on your commute or realizing you don't enjoy the things you used to love or wondering when your reflection became so unfamiliar. If you are here in that quite disorienting space, I want to tell you something I wish I had heard earlier. You are not lost, you are just ready to return to yourself. And that recognition alone is a beginning. Take a deep breath, not to calm down, but to notice yourself again. That noticing is where everything starts to shift. Thank you. This was it for today, and I hope you liked this article. And if you did, please subscribe my channel and like and share with others. So, until next time, goodbye.